Yeah, if Jim Cantori shows up, you move your rig.
Very true.
Good morning, guys. Brian and Aaron here from 5 to Go. It's the sound of the day is generators.
Generators.
Yeah. Why is that, honey?
Tropical Storm Eta.
Eta, yeah. Eta just
bustling
rolled
through.
Yeah. So first of all, Eta's crazy.
She's a little
like I don't know where I'm going. So Eta just rolled through here. We're in Central Florida.
Yep.
We just caught the edge of it.
Yes.
Right. So kind of the leading winds, the leading edge winds, something like that. Super, super windy here. It's windy right now, so I'm sorry. I will try and fix what I can in post. We have no power.
No, we haven't had power since early this morning.
Yeah, about 7 o'clock it ticked off because my CPAP shut off and it woke me up. Like, oh, I can't breathe. We knew the storm was coming. That's the nice thing about hurricanes is you get some, like, you know they're coming, right?
Yeah.
It's not like a tornado where it's like, poop, there it is, you know.
Right.
You know hurricanes are coming.
Oh,
How is
yeah,
that
no,
not
it's
rain?
raining.
That is definitely rain. Yeah, let's keep going. This will be interesting. So we are currently still in a storm. Wow, this is coming to you raw from Central Florida. Wow. We chose the perfect time to talk about this.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah, so first and foremost, we did not leave the area because we knew it wasn't going to be that bad.
And anywhere that we were gonna go was gonna get hit the same way that we're getting it hit.
Yeah, the way it came across Florida, it just kind of like snaked back up across where we would go to. So in years past, there have been hurricanes that have come straight across Central Florida.
Yes.
And if that had happened, we would have just packed up and gone north.
Yes, absolutely.
Right, just go a few hours north, ride it out and come back down. Not a big deal. It's kind of the nice thing when you can move your house.
True.
You don't really have to worry too much about, you know, oh, is that tree going to fall? Because remember our first house?
Yes.
Every hurricane that came through that area was like just waiting for a tree to cleave the house in two.
Yes.
So we don't have to worry about that. But really, in terms of like campsite preparation, what do we normally have out back here?
So normally we have all 5 chairs out, and we have the picnic tables usually covered. I look like I'm in the midst of a storm.
There we go.
So, woo, it's coming out harder now.
There you go. I'm facing away from the rain.
Okay. Well, so we normally have out chairs for all 5 of us. We have our bikes out because the kids just like to come home and ride.
To hop on and go, yeah.
Yeah, I usually have the table covered with like a tablecloth, and we have the things that keep the tablecloth on. Yeah. And I have little plants out and all kinds of things to make it look homey.
So all that's out now is the mat.
Just the mat because it's anchored down. It has 10 anchors in it.
Wait, oh, you can't even see that one. So here we have anchors in every little islet. So there's what, 10 of them?
Yep. And then that's it. Like the bikes are wrapped up. We've got all of the stuff put away, like it's a moving day almost. Yeah.
Sorry, that's my hand. I'm blocking.
Yeah, sorry. Obviously, the awning isn't out, and you know.
Lord, no. Yeah.
Ours is an automatic go in kind of one when it senses wind and rain, so it wouldn't have been out anyway. But if you are a person who gets to leave yours out, you might have wanted to put it away for this.
I feel like you're Jim Cantori right now.
Ooh! Get some
Are you ready?
thunder
You gotta lean into the wind.
Okay, like this.
Yep, there you go. Yeah.
Coming at you live. So,
only the East Coasters know who that is.
I know. He's not right here because it's not bad right now.
It's not. Yeah, if Jim Cantori shows up, you move your rig.
Very true. If we had been under this tree more than we are now, we probably would have moved, but because we're not like under the branches, it wasn't an issue.
That guy right there and that guy right there have been dropping acorns.
Acorns. Oh my gosh, it's
They're
so
very
loud. Yeah. So. Yeah, do you want to go inside and talk about this a little bit more?
Yeah, let's go inside and talk about animals and children and noise and power.
Power.
All right, let's go inside.
It's really cold.
These Turkish towels are awesome.
They are awesome.
Link down below. I love these things.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's chilly in here now.
Whew. Okay.
This dog's not spoiled at all.
No. Oh, it's a puppy.
Wow. He wasn't even outside. Why does he need to bundle up?
Because he's always cold.
So, Vector was very afraid last night.
Oh my goodness.
If you've never been in an RV when it's raining,
it's so loud.
Loud. But you got rain, you add in acorns falling off of that tree, and wind. Like really, really heavy wind. Actually, we've definitely been on heavier winds.
We have, but these were like gusty winds.
Yeah.
Like, they'd come up all of a sudden, and then like all the acorns would drop, and then all the water would come off the tree in like a like deluge all of a sudden. So it just got really loud, really quickly, all at once.
We didn't sleep too well last night.
No,
because Vector was flipping out, trying to like burrow into us while we were sleeping, and then he would come out and wake up the kids, like jumping on them. He was just really freaked out. We've tried thunder shirts and stuff with him before, and he's just a worry wart.
He is. He's a worrier, and
yeah. I think if we had like been sitting out here on the couch,
he would have been fine.
He would have been fine like this.
Yep.
But the kids totally fine.
They sleep through everything now.
Yeah. When we first started out in the RV, rain was a little worrisome because it's loud.
Well, and in the travel trailer, their bunks were in the slide, and so like Brooke was right underneath the top of the slide, and so when it would come down, it was like right on top of her head.
Yeah, and there's like an echoey like
something going on.
When it hits, it's pretty loud.
But they got used to it, and now they just sleep through it. We do know some kids though that do get very worried when there are storms, and then that sound just kind of like a trigger for them.
So it's always overnight too. Right?
Yeah.
It never. I swear these hurricanes never come through in the middle of the day
no.
when everybody's prepared for it. So speaking of power, so a couple power lines got knocked down outside of the campground. If that had happened and we were here in our previous rig in the travel trailer, we would have no power right now. We had a generator, but I probably wouldn't have taken it out because it wasn't supposed to be out in the rain.
Yeah, because it wasn't like an onboard generator. It was just in the back of the truck.
Yeah, it was one of the Predator ones from Harbor Freight.
Right.
So that would have been a pain, and we would have just been without power. It's very, very humid. The refrigerator would have been fine because it was a 12 volt.
Yeah, it would have run off of the propane. Yeah.
This one we have a residential fridge, so it needs the inverter with the house batteries. And then we had it running like that for a bit, and then it started getting humid in here, so we turned on the generator, so we have AC and all these lights, and it's lovely. If you don't have access to a generator and you run out of power, it can be a little annoying, especially if you have a residential fridge, because it's just going to be off, unless you have an inverter and a lot of battery juice.
Right.
So,
yeah.
So this RV
is much
Class
better
A's
for
and
that.
Class C's are much better equipped for, like, out of the box. I mean, obviously you can add all sorts of stuff. You can add solar and tons of batteries and generators. You can add all that stuff. But for me, Class A's and C's just out of the box are way easier
when it comes to emergency
to deal with
like
for this. Yeah, and then it's kind of like when we were up in the mountains in Colorado. Yeah, it's just run the generator for a bit, get everything cooled back down, recharge the batteries, and then we'll turn it off a little bit later. But there are crews out there working. The power should probably be on any minute now, really. But yeah, this was not a bad one at all. However, if you had like a category 2 or 3, or certainly a 4 or a 5,
getting out of Dodge,
you need to go.
And they probably would have done an evacuation.
Speaking of evacuations, down in the Keys, they actually evacuated the Keys. They did a mandatory evacuation for RVs and campgrounds down in the Keys. I think it was Wednesday or Thursday.
Today's Thursday.
Today's Thursday. It was Monday or Tuesday. So they did a mandatory evacuation. So we actually had some friends that ran into people that were evacuated from the Keys at another campground here in Central Florida. So if that happens,
you have to go.
You go.
There's a reason why they're saying you need to go.
Yeah.
You always want to be safe because
whether
it's not worth it.
Whether it's flooding or winds or whatever, you don't want to deal with that in an RV.
Nope. No. So always just find out where you can get out of the storm and just go that way.
Yeah, like we were saying earlier, hurricanes, you know when they're coming.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily know their path, but they're not a surprise.
Right.
You know if you need to go, which is nice. So storm preparation in an RV, it's a lot of common sense stuff.
Absolutely.
A lot of common sense. Anything that can blow away outside,
put it away.
Pack it up or lock it down. Something. So like all the bikes on the back, they're all attached to the RV.
Right.
Not that bikes really blow away, but just like in a house, if you have chairs outside or cushions outside, umbrellas, whatever, you bring them into the garage or whatever it is, wherever you can put them.
Make sure your windows are locked. You don't want things like flapping
make
your
sure,
window. All your vents are down.
Your overhead vents, make sure those are closed because you don't want any little draft coming through and like
lifting it up,
lifting the cover off or whatever. Especially if you don't have covers, obviously.
Brian was smart last night and emptied our tanks.
Yes.
Just because
yes.
it always tends to happen in the middle of the night.
They always end up being full in the middle of the night,
Yeah.
especially when it's raining. So about yesterday afternoon around dinner time, I was like, it's not raining right now. I know we've been, Black Tank's been going for 4 or 5 days. I'm just going to go out and empty it, just so I know it's empty, right? So that's another thing, just be prepared. Like, it's not, you're not going to lose sewer. Like, you can always dump down sewer. You might lose water. So if you think you might lose water, you can always put water in your fresh tank and then just use that.
Yeah, especially if you're going to be in a flooding zone or a flooding area where the water might get contaminated by just like higher levels of things.
Yeah, so that's one nice thing. You just throw water in a little fresh tank and just run your water pump and use that water. Yeah. But yeah, you won't lose sewer. It might fill up or back up. I've never really been in an area where that happens. I guess it could.
Let us know in the comments down below if you've been somewhere that's happened to you.
That would be terrible.
Terrible.
But so empty your stuff out before, just in case, because it could be a while. You might have to move, and it's great to not move with an extra couple 100 pounds of liquid sloshing around down below. So yeah, just be prepared. Common sense stuff. Think ahead. Plan ahead. If you need to move, do it sooner rather than later, because when it becomes a mandatory thing, the roads are going to get backed up. It's just going to be a mess. So if you have an inkling of, hey, maybe we should leave, just go. It's not your house that has wheels on it.
Yep.
So, and if it's a vacation thing, and it's going to ruin your vacation, sorry. But it's better to move and reschedule or whatever your vacation than it is to have your RV tip over or
some type of
get destroyed or have a tree fall on it, or it's way better to be minorly inconvenienced rather than have a loss or someone get hurt.
Absolutely.
So so a lot of common sense stuff. Just be smart. Yeah. So we'll be sitting here in the rain all day.
Yeah. Let us know if you have any other questions, and down in the comments below, we're happy to answer those.
And hop on Discord.
Absolutely, hop on Discord.
Amazing group of people on Discord.
And they can answer all of your questions if we can't.
We've got all sorts of different channels. We've got stuff for just general RV stuff. We've got gear and technology, electrical stuff. We have a guy in there who builds batteries and solar systems for a living. Amazing. I had to make a channel just for him.
Yes.
What else do I have?
We have Family Circle, where we just talk about stuff with kids or families in general, or whatever, just family stuff.
We have a new internet channel, RV Internet, where we talk about hotspots and cellular plans and Wi-Fi and routers and all of that stuff.
We have some fun channels too, just because of the interests of our group that's up in there. So we have a Disney channel we have a Disney Corner.
And a gaming channel too.
Yep.
There's been some talk about making a music channel. So it's just a community. We got 700 or 800 people in there now.
Yeah.
So go ahead and join us.
Join us.
5togo.com/Discord.
Chat.
And we're in there all the time. Chatting. Yeah. All right. So let's finish riding this thing out.
All right.
See you guys in the next episode. Thank you for watching, liking, subscribing, all that fun stuff. Bye, guys.